Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Oh wait, hold on. Why don't we just have this coffee that
Hey,
you have
handsome.
right here?
This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Nothing else around, is there? Hey, new TV. Sorry, honey, but I'm gonna do everything but that at first.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Alright, what are the names of his books? Fall of Casey, The Things That I Want, Alex Casey thriller. I guess it's always the same character in his books. There's one that's just called Alex Casey, but I Can't Forget, and Return to Sender. What are these guns? I wonder where he got that from. Oh hey, the chair is ragdolled. I didn't even know that. Okay, I think that's everything I can get. So let's finally make some coffee.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
That is it? No.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Bright Falls, present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I think I'd prefer the dark axe murderers than listening to his fishing stories. Oh my god. Get that old CRT television. Oh, that way. Let's not go that way right away.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
You have back problems lately? You're always hunched over.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna snoop around a bit first.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Oh, wait. Where is it? Oh. Oh, and another manuscript page.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
She wonder, is there a, Yeah, it's a checkpoint system. There's no way to actually, save. But seems like the checkpoints are relatively forgiving, so if I have to end, then,
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
if I have to end, I won't lose much. Missing. Looks like a cat with its eyes blacked out. Doesn't it? Actually, it looks kind of like a raccoon. Why would someone be missing a raccoon? Who would have a raccoon as a pet? It's probably a cat. It's kind of hard to tell.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Hold on. You don't got any of the pages of my book in
Your
here,
phone,
do you?
Mr. Wake?
No.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
The missing Richard Baug, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller on a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know about their whereabouts, please call this number. Thank you. It might have been the 3 guys that were attacking me in the forest.
Mr.
Outside
Wake,
of
can I help
Stucky.
you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Afraid of the dark too. Oh, another page.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Hey! Hey! Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Oh, isn't that nice? He left me some coffee.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with 2 intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
That's some weak ass wood. Just shatter.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Up. There you go. Oh, it looks like he ran out of steam.
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Like how he did that right in front of a fucking sheriff.
No move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Beer. No beef,
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
Is that the only outfit you have?
Coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Ain't getting any of that, man.
Mister takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy? And his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
And
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I wonder if that's really a problem with writers. Some writers. Obviously not be a problem with all writers, but... like, they get so immersed in, like, the story that they're writing that they actually start to forget reality from the fiction that they're writing. I mean, if you're writing fiction. Like, I feel like when I was younger, it was a lot easier for me to get absorbed into stories of like video games or books or things like that. It's a lot harder now. I disconnect myself too much from it. It's because I'm kind of like constantly analyzing it rather than trying to live it. And I can't really turn that off either. I've tried. Skeleton of a Columbian mammoth. Specimen estimated to be 14,000 years old was recovered from the Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie. Oh, there we are. It has since become the park's official mascot. The shinning? You mean shining? Shh. Get sued? Hey, can I have a hat? Oh. I want this elephant plushie. Can I buy this? No currency in this game. That sucks. Come on, I need to use a bathroom. I had too much coffee. My ass is gonna explode. Go out this way? No.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Poor dog.
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Doggy.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Oh. Oh, I can't look at this. I want to know what grizzly bears are like.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Look, Al, You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Alright, let's go, you stupid loaf.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
That was weird because there was no sound effect.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
I got batteries, I got coffee. Everything an explorer needs. Hey Barry, you like the dark? I won't be that cruel. Oh yeah, isn't there a page out here? I kind of remember there was, but maybe it's not like out on the deck. Did I just call that guy Al? I'm terrible with names. His name's Barry. My bad. Barry got in my head. Oh, there's another coffee thermos. Nice hot tub. Only there were water in it. That it? Rat. It's not the dark that I don't like. It's actually sound more than anything, the lack of it. It's why I probably didn't get scared as much at Resident Evil 7 than probably other people had, because...
I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, the sound design in Resident Evil 7 was tremendous. Like, the different ambient noises that you were hearing and everything like that, they, like, went above and beyond. But that being said, actually hearing all of that stuff, it actually makes it less tense to me, because I consider those sound cues, so I know I know what might be coming. and it kind of makes me ready for it. It's when it's dead fucking silent, and like the only thing that I hear is like crickets or something like that, where it actually gets to me. Because it's natural to hear noises. It's unnatural when there's nothing.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, in Dead Space there was a lot of like downright silence and like pitch blackness around you. So the first Dead Space actually did a pretty good job of freaking me out a few times. The sequels, on the other hand, were always way too bright, so they didn't scare me nearly as much. I don't know what it is, but a lot of games just really don't like putting you in pitch blackness. Resident Evil 7 was actually pretty dark, though.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Always guts to look around. Hold on. Hey, I don't have my shotgun, though. Oh, yeah. I hated that in this game. Hi there. For some reason, like in every episode, they always take all of your, all of the stuff you collected away, so... It always irks me, because I always save my stuff.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
I know, I'm good. My 2 cups and that's it. Oh my god, sorry. I hope you didn't hear that snort. I had to turn the fan on, it was starting to get warm in here. fight some more dudes. Oh wait, is there anything here? Oh hi, Mr. Ghost, you pushed the tire swing. I can do that too, see? Don't you just love physics? Drop hazard. Hey, I think I see Jimmy Hoffa down there. I'm actually surprised I can go this way. Get over there. Weak. Another episode of The Scary Door.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Wish you could full screen this. Excuse me.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Night Springs. The killer was the cop all along. Why can't I go outside? What the fuck? There. Oh. Yeah, get out of here, you stupid birds. Oh, I can't go into the... That sucks. Yeah, it won't let me in. Yeah, not progression yet, I don't think. Wait, do I want to go this way, or do I want to go up? Let me get this page first. Oh, there we are, checkpoint.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Go up here first. Do not feed the wildlife. $100 penalty. How would they even know you fed them? Ah, here's another page. Good thing I did come up here. Rose at... Whoa. There are a lot more pages in this chapter.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
God, when it switches like that.
This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
That actually looked a little weird. Hold that thought there. I'm just gonna get some coffee. Nothing. Alright.
Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Poor doggy.
Shh. Good boy.
Alright. Ow! What the fuck? Did the physics on that chair seriously hit me? Wow. That was a little freaky. I never knew chairs, stationary chairs that you move slightly could actually hurt you. But hey, you find something new every day.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Oh, there it is. I knew there'd be something back here. Oh, wait. Oh, there's another page. Alright.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
There are a lot of bear statues. There are a lot of, like, relations to bears. I got it. I know what the ending's gonna be. It was the grizzly bears all along now. I mean, bears are evil. Them and their big fat asses.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
You might be onto something, Emlica. It's the chairs co-conspirating with the bears. I mean, look at that. Plotting against me. Evil chairs, you despise me. Or, I mean, but you get what I mean. I use that word wrong, but... meant to say you disgust me. Joke's over, I ruined it.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Good advice.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park. Gross.
Under a thin layer of skin. Hi, guys. You're late to the party. Oh, I almost went into that. Alright. I don't need to fight them. They just opened the way for me. Oh, God.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Can't go that way. Wait, is there it? No.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh yeah, can't go that way.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. I like the sound of this. We can actually go pretty far in here. Oh, okay. This is a secret area. This cave was the site of frequent lucrative bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 to 1933. Mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. Yay, shotgun. This probably has shells in it. Nope, just batteries. Fuck. Finders Keepers. No, like, pages in here, are there? Nope. What the fuck? I dodged that. Seriously? They put me all the way back here before I got the shotgun.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Maybe I should just run next time. Might be VSync, I don't know. But the screen tearing bothers me too much to turn it off. I've never had moonshine before. My one friend, I mean, they do sell moonshine, like, legally, but it's not real moonshine. They just call it that. But, my one friend was gonna bring some up from Kentucky, but I don't think he could get his hands on it. Oh, there's a page. I figured there'd be something up here.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
This light might go out. Oh no, it's alright. Bullshit. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm like dying so much easier. So much more easily. I feel like I'm dying a lot more often than the first time I played this.
turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
I hate that this game doesn't have a map because it's really hard to keep my bearings. I always get too afraid that I'm gonna get lost, and then I screw myself over. I have that problem in real life too. I constantly want to have like a map or something with me so I know where I'm going. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, I actually do remember dying a lot. Because they are actually ridiculously... The enemies in this game are ridiculously resilient. What the fuck? Yeah, this is really bad. I should not be in a corner like this. You do gain some health back if you kill them all, though. So, like, sometimes it's actually worth fighting them. Oh, I thought that was a page. Wait, should I go this way? Because there's a page over there, but... Let me go this way first. There might be something here that I might... Yeah, there's a thermos. The tree this ring was cut from started growing in 1846, the year the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings. 1853, Washington Territory was formed. 1878, the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company. And the town itself. 1889, Washington was granted statehood. 1929, tree damage in the forest fire. 1970, Bright Falls Mining Company closes its doors after a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake. 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts. 1987, tree felled by storm. Wonder how hard a no-death run would be in this game. Jesus Christ, that would be irritating. Speedrun's probably pretty feasible, though. Because this game is actually fairly straightforward. It's pretty much go from point A to point B. Wait, how do I get through here? Oh. Maybe I should look a little to my left.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Honestly, though, the combat in this game is really smooth. It's just the AI is brutal on top of it, so that's why I'm dying a lot.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Oops. I used 2 of them by accident. Hold on. I really don't want that to be the middle mouse button. Can I change that? Key bindings. Reload battery. Where is it? Select flare. Select flare. Can I really not set? That's fucking horseshit. Wait, there. Throw. Middle mouse button. Make that X. I think that would be better. I hope that sets it. Ah, fuck you.
Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Oh, good. That does,
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wade? All cozy and safe.
Fuck you, buddy. I just saved your life.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Oh, hold on. No, 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 no. I want to get the thermos. Shit.
Damn it! Scream, God damn it! That's right. That's right. You just keep coming. Die already, die! Stop moving!
What the fuck? Why does the shift button not work sometimes? There.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say
Maybe I'm just not doing
I've
it
read
right.
all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Alright. This is probably the perfect spot to end it. I gotta
I have work tonight.